Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 24, and we've got some very exciting news. We have been selected for the Queensland Bulls in our first ever first class match. Sheffield Shield up against Victoria. So very, very exciting stuff. I've been itching to get into some first class cricket. Play the game out. I mean, it's a weird one, right? Because obviously you'll be a pro career mode. You want to start out in club cricket and progress through and try to earn selection. That's what you want. You don't want to. I mean, maybe they could have options to start in first class or start in club cricket. Maybe they do. Do they? No, I don't think so. Or maybe. But regardless, you want to start out in club cricket and work your way through. That's the nature of it. That's the fun experience of getting selected. But at the same time, the game is the game is far better when you're playing at the higher levels, right? Because one, the game looks so much better. Like as soon as we boot this game up, we'll see the differences because one, there's an actual like proper stadium. The crowd, the stadium, it looks fantastic. The outfield, beautiful. And then also the bigger thing is the players. Like you actually have player likenesses and proper kits and proper. I mean, I guess they have proper bats in club cricket as well. But it just adds so much more to the aesthetic, and then also the difficulty, the players just being better overall. So it's interesting because like. I think a lot of people, I mean, for me personally, I pretty much always just start out as P. Siddle's going to steam in here, and Joey Burns and Street are opening up. But I usually always just start in a My Player career mode, and that's the first sort of experience I get as we're going to be making our first walk out to the Gabba. Hopefully first of many. I mean, this is an exciting and nervous time. We're actually playing. It looks like a day-night Sheffield Shield game. So a bit of a tough and tricky spot to come into. Right when it's nice and dark. I mean, probably thankfully we're facing some spin here. Matty Short bowling quite a few overs. I mean, he's not the worst, but we're probably pretty happy to be facing Matt Short early on here rather than I mean, here we go, Pete Siddle. we're gonna be butting against. Hopefully we can just nice bit of swing, good delivery, well left. But yeah, 3 for 2. Nice start for our boys. Fantastic, in fact. So I mean, this period of most day-night games is the tricky one. Oh, that one actually came in. No, I was a bit late on it. Jeez, we could have been in trouble. Oh, we just jammed down on it. We were able to sneak a couple in our first runs in Sheffield Shield cricket. But that was a close one, actually just cannoning into the pads and getting us LB. But yeah, back to the point. I mean, the thing I was saying is that your first sort of impressions of the game. The club cricket and sort of the first time you boot it up in your play career mode. But the game generally, when you make your Shield debut and then obviously when you go on to internationals, the game gets a lot better. So it's an interesting little fact, I guess, or tidbit with cricket games, is that it doesn't show its best colours until you actually play through a bit longer. But I digress. That's a bit of a tangent, as we're digging in here. We're digging in. It's good bowling, and I mean, honestly, I just want to get off to a really solid start in our Shield. I mean, surely it's not going to be one of those ones where, we have a bad game and we're immediately dropped, and we don't want to think like that as well, but at the same time, we beat the field there. It wasn't the best shot, but field a little bit sluggish, a little bit sloppy there. But at the same time, we do want to like have that in the slight back of our mind that we need to perform to keep our spot. We don't want to act like we're here now. We're gonna stay. no, we want, especially our first game, we want to get off to a great start and show that we deserve to be here. That is our first cracking shot on the up. Bit of a risky one, but I mean, we've been out here for a few balls now, and Will Sutherland just back of a length on the up. I mean, that's a good shot. That's a beautiful shot, if I do say so. And obviously the Gabba outfield is very, very quick. And yeah, I guess the one thing we got to be a little mindful as well is bigger boundaries. So any aerial shots, I mean, you know, our power is not too shabby, I think, but we got to be, yeah, a little bit mindful. You know, coming into some bigger grounds to play at, not to get done in by the boundary riders. As this time we can't quite beat the fielder. The direct hits, I've noticed that there's been, like I've said this in previous videos, that they're patching the game a lot, and every time I boot the game up, like, oh, I thought he caught that for a second. I think he was really close to catching that one, which would have been absolutely heartbreaking to get out like that in our debut. But that's we'll take it. I mean, short wide, we would have been, again, pretty unlucky to get caught for that one. We just had to get any sort of bat on it, and we will take a 4. So a bit of a loose one from Sutherland, and that's another great shot. We just guiding it through that gully region. Good work actually from the boundary there. They're gonna get it to 3 and a great arm in. But yeah, every time I boot the game up, there's a patch and the game feels a lot different. I've noticed that the fielding, I don't want to say they've turned into like superhuman, as that's a great shot, just missing the stumps there. It's not gonna go for 4, is it? Again, the fielder does a tremendous little dive there. He actually peaked. That was very quick work. We almost ran ourselves out. I couldn't see the ball. But yeah, the fielding, I think, has improved a lot. I don't think it's anything too crazy. I think the direct hits maybe a little bit too prevalent. But other than that, I actually think the fielding is pretty okay as it is now, I would say. But yeah, we're progressing nicely here. Me and Hazlitt, you know, batting out the difficult overs here. 70, I mean, this is the 70th over, so we shouldn't, I mean, depending on the time, I guess, we'll have to be out in the darkness for a bit longer. But yeah, Hazlitt 34 off 80, ourselves 22 off 32. We're just working around. There aren't too many loose deliveries to really get a hold of. They're bowling, I mean, it's a big difference already. Like they're bowling way more to a set plan. They've got a very, very strong offside field, and they're keeping it very tight outside off. Even that, like, it's a full ball to drive, but there's not too many spaces. It's a very, very umbrella type offside field with a couple of slips. There's not much on the leg side, so anything, we don't want to get premeditating to the leg side, but we got to be on our toes. This one just pierces a gap. We're going to sneak a single. But yeah, anything slightly leg side, we could have taken advantage. They've now got a very different field for O'Neill here, steaming. I honestly don't know who the hell O'Neill is. Who is this? I don't know. Well, that's a good shot. That was just nice up in the slide. It felt very slow. It was 130 Ks. It was still decently quick, but just sat up there waiting to be driven down the ground. But he's got a very, I guess he's slower through the air, O'Neill. So they had a bit of a strange field. They had like a very, oh no, what have we done, Hazlitt? Oh, I tried to send him back. He turned around so slow. I was mashing it. I mean, he didn't slide the bat. He just planted it. I'm sorry. Oh, it was a decent shot. It hit the stumps, and then the bowler did exceptionally well to get to it quickly. And oh man, that was a good partnership with Hazlitt too. We don't want to run into their partners too much. That will be a quick fire way to see ourselves out of the team, even if we go pretty well. Oh no, we hit the stumps again. What the hell is happening? Okay, don't panic though. We're going well. 25 of 54. Again, it's slow going, but this is what I like to see. Coming up to the higher levels here, finding it tough, and we're digging in. We're digging in. We're working around any potential loose ball we're trying to take advantage of, but there's not a whole lot, as we got Toddy Murphy on with some off spin. So this should be dangerous. A couple of nice deliveries to get a couple of doubles, able to work it through that vacant mid wicket region and increase the strike rate ever so slowly. As O'Neill again, I mean, it's good bowling, it's good playing bowling. They're giving us some nice juicy deliveries, and then I mean they've done their homework. They know we love to attack the bowlers. We're trying to, as this time he finally strays a little bit leg side, or not really leg side, but just straight enough that we're able to whip it off the hip there. It's not going to go to the boundary. We're going to get the 4. Okay, easy run 4. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. But yeah, this bowling of just floating up there, enticing us to drive. That one's a decent short ball. To try to flick it over the top. But yeah, enticing the drive, and we're going for it, but there's not really, at the end of the day, there's not much reward for going for those booming drives. There's no real gaps. Now there is, and that is a beautiful shot. A little bit back of a length, but I mean, the ball is now almost 80 overs old, so it's not the best time to bat, but surely we've worked the ball in enough now. We've felt the conditions. It shouldn't be doing a whole heck of a lot as is, so we should be okay. We should be okay here. And we are approaching that 300, which is a very good little milestone as Perry comes in now. So we're facing the full array of bowling, and he's finally given us a short ball. We've had a couple in this innings, but not too much. We've been really able to get in behind and go for. And this one we've absolutely smoked. Probably, was it 6? They didn't give us 6. It looked like a 6, but apparently not. I mean, again, that comes back into what I was saying with the well, he's given us another short one. This one we sort of get a little top edge, going to get a double. Yes, we're going to get back pretty comfortably. But yeah, they bowled a couple of short stuff, but nothing really we could go after, as he's now coming around the wicket, which is interesting. We're 44 of 68. We're approaching our maiden 50, which would be sensational. And I gotta be honest, if he's gonna continue with that angle, I'll eat it up, bro. I'll eat it up. If he's gonna go at the body, this one's just sort of a nothing length. I mean, it's a good length, but at the body, it's just easy enough to work away. And yeah, he's come back over the wicket, which I think is a good idea for him, as that's again, still some good shape away. So anything like that, back of a length, just going away from us, we do have to still be mighty careful, because an edge is just around the corner at any point in these games. Again, it's taken off there. It's absolutely taken off. So he's finding a little bit. He's finding a little bit here in the back end of this over. I want the 50. I want the 50, but we're gonna be patient for it. We're not gonna. Oh yeah, I just said it. I just said we're gonna be patient, and we try to go for a booming drive, and oh god, we're getting nervous. We're getting nervous. Toddy Murphy, what the hell were those glasses? But 48 off 79. We've hit a bit of a wall. We've hit a bit of a wall here, as we're finally able just to work a single. Bowling very, very tidy after we hit. Well, we get like 10. We got 10 off the first 3 balls of that Perry's over, and then we sort of hit a bit of a wall with some good bowling. As this one is up in the slot, we go for a bit of a filthy slog, and we're going to get it over the infield. There was plenty of space. It wasn't a risky shot, and that is going to the maiden half century in Sheffield Shield cricket. Our debut, we get a 50 on debut. It doesn't get much better than that. I mean, it does. It definitely does, but that is a fantastic way to start your Sheffield Shield career. As fucking, that's disrespectful, throwing it back at us like that. You goddamn prick. God, man. we're making our debut. But yeah, we're doing a fantastic job. Like I feel very confident at the crease right now. We're not doing anything too crazy. That's a good shot. A man back there. I thought for a second there was no one there and it was going to be 4, but still a good shot nonetheless. We're starting to feel much more comfortable, and that is, I mean, that illustrates the timing has come into it quite a bit more. Again, the field has done a good job. We were a little bit sluggish in and out, but a nice comfortable 2 off a nice on drive there, and 56 off 86. Sexton 5 off 32. So I mean, the pitch is obviously a tough one to start on, as this one again is cut away nicely, but the man back there, what are we doing? Oh my god, it was a direct hit. We were so close to running him out. Poor old Sexton almost got done dirty once again, as O'Neill continues on, and that is flicked away beautifully. I mean, that's been our bread and butter so far. It's been our sort of get out of jail type shot. Any sort of pressure building, we've just been able to ride the pressure, ride the dot balls, wait for that just ball that, you know, that they're eventually going to stray. They're going to stray. They're going to go for an LB or a bold. I mean, that's part of cricket. They're going to go for the stumps, and we just got to be confident that our timing and our eye is just good enough to whip it away for a couple, and it has been at the moment. As again, he goes short. It's a decent short ball actually. Got up a bit bigger than we probably wanted. Although we're still gonna sneak another couple. So 63 now, getting into the 60s. This one is short. Oh, it's over the man. I thought for a second it was down the throat of the square leg, but we actually got a bit more bat on it than I thought we did. And again, able to. It's not a bad ball, but it's a ball that we can get away with a couple of runs, because we haven't really got out to the short ball very much. I know in previous cricket games I think we got out to it quite a bit. we got out to it a few times in this career, but I feel like we've been better with it in this one. I think anecdotally maybe we'll see what happens when we come up against some better bowlers in our Shield and Australian debut when we do that, or matches. Again, the short stuff. I mean, if it keeps bowling, I'm gonna keep going for it, and they're not changing the field. So anything over that square leg is free runs really. And we move into the 70s now. 71 off 107, as this one is cut away a bit finer than what I would like, but it's going to be an easy single down there. Look, I was looking for 2, but no, we don't need another run out at this stage. Sexton doing a good job. 16 off 51, as that is very, very wide down leg. We flicked it powerfully. Oh man, it's going to go for 4. My heart was in my mouth for a second that we got out to an absolute shocker. But thankfully we hit it square enough. It was fairly away from that fine leg fielder and able to get a 4. I mean, it was too good. It was so wide down leg. I just had to go for it, and it worked out well. So can't complain with that. They've changed the field up now. They've got they've changed it up again on us. They're trying to really work us over here with the changing of the field, which I mean I respect. Is again going back to the leave. You know, we're still not overconfident here. We're batting beautifully. We're getting close to the 80s, but we're still anything that I don't like outside off, we're leaving nicely. This one, a little bit of a risky cut shot for sure, but I thought we could beat the field, and not quite though, as we're going to be facing some more. Todd Murphy has not picked up a wicket, unfortunately, as that could. Oh my goodness me, how have we done that? Oh, the sweep shot. Oh, we should. Oh. I do like this camera angle, but well, it's a bit jarring when the ball actually goes into his fucking gloves. But oh, the sweep shot comes out. I felt confident in the sweep shot, but maybe it bounced a bit more than we were expecting. Hit the back of the glove and keeper takes a very comfortable catch. So a fantastic knock. You cannot be disappointed with that first up inning. 77. We batted beautifully. That was like the only real chance we gave them, and unfortunately they took it. So we'll be back for a second part of this match in the next video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comments, and I'll see you in the next one.